the worst case for your investment, and I'm not going to protect you from this. I want to start with something you will almost never hear from someone in my position. I'm going to tell you the downside first. Not because I'm pessimistic, because if I tell you the worst case, you can still see the opportunity after. That's the real conviction. Not a sales pitch, real conviction. Let me give you a couple of scenarios. The most likely, the ceasefire technically holds. That could be our scenario 1. The US and Iran keep fighting around the edges. The Strait of Hormuz stays contested. Some shipping disrupted. Diplomatic talks continues. What does this mean for UAE property? Transaction volumes dropped 20 to 35% for 3 to 6 months. Motivated sellers appear, prices soften in secondary market, but no collapse. I have seen this before. This is the 2014 to 2016 oil price pattern.
The price of oil has dropped again to the lowest levels in more than 5 years. It prompted sharp falls in major stock markets as investors worry about weakening demand next year. The BBC's Andrew Walker explains.
Dubai corrected 15 to 25%. Investors who stayed were substantially ahead by 2021. If you have a 5-year horizon and the right asset, this scenario is actually where opportunity gets created. Let's take scenario number 2. Possible, not probable, the ceasefire breaks. Full war resumes. Hormuz closes for 30 to 90 days. What does this mean for property? Transaction freeze for 2 to 4 months. Secondary markets corrects 20 to 35%. Prime location downtown, Palm, DIFC, more resilient. Speculative capital exits. Long-term capitals does not. Here is the structural buffer most people don't know about. UAE bank real estate's loan exposures has fallen to just 40% of total bank loans, down from roughly 30% in 2008. That means no systematic banking crisis forces distressed property sales. The mechanism that caused the 50 to 60% crash in 2008 does not exist in same way today. Painful? Yes. Permanent? History says no. Scenario 3. Very low probability. I won't pretend this is impossible. Full regional escalation, multiple countries involved, UAE infrastructure severely compromised, 40 to 60% price correction, recovery time 3 to 7 years. Now, here is the context that never gets included when people quote the scenarios. Investors who bought at the tough of 2008 crash when prices fell 50 to 60% and held through to 2021 made return exiting 200% in same prime location. At that time, 2008 felt unsurvivable.
The global economic downturn has caught Dubai.
It indicates quite clearly that no region, no matter how wealthy from the revenue provided by a high oil price up until 4 or 5 months ago, is immune from the global financial turmoil.
Today, it is considered one of the best buying opportunity in Dubai modern history. That context matters. The question nobody asks themselves here is the only question that actually matters for your situation. If this market corrects 30% from today and something in your life means you need to sell within 18 months, does that permanently damage your financial position? If yes, I'm going to tell you something unusual coming from someone who does what I do. Don't go in right now. Come back when the fog clears. That is not pessimism. That is respect for your actual situation. If you have a 5 to 10 year horizon and manageable leverage, then the question becomes completely different. Then the question is, at what point does temporary pain becomes long-term opportunity? And that is the conversation worth having. If you are trying to stress test your current UAE position against these 3 scenarios, or you want a frank conversation about whether your specific asset selection holds up, that is exactly the kind of conversation I have with investors. Sit with me for 45 minutes. I will give you the honest read, no agenda. You know where to find me. In my next video, I'm pulling back the curtain on something that never gets discussed publicly. The $2.49 trillion backstop behind this market. I don't sell property, I sell clarity. If you want brutal honesty, real data, and someone who has been inside this market for 20 years, you know where to find me.